You're watching live continuous breaking news coverage here on ABC 10. For Brandon Rittiman, I'm Walt Gray.
Yeah, and we are tracking our largest current wildfire, which is the Kincade Fire in Sonoma County. Latest update from Cal Fire shows that we're at 30,000 acres, 79 buildings destroyed, many of them homes. We also know that wineries have been involved as well. We've got 90,000 people plus forced to evacuate, more that are on standby to do so. Our Lena Howland is out there. I saw you on Twitter talking about structure protection, and it sounds like, you know, we're only under 80 buildings that have been lost at this point, Lena, but there's a concern there could be a lot more in harm's way.
Yeah, there is right now. We just spoke with some Cal Fire officials out here. We are, just to give you a little bit of a perspective of where we are at right now, we are in the community of Windsor. We are right next to the Foothill Regional Park, which butts up to a very large residential area. Obviously, all of this area is under a mandatory evacuation order. They got out of here yesterday. But right now, firefighters are working on structure protection. A Cal Fire official just told me they are going to work to save everything that they possibly can, but they're up against some pretty tricky conditions. We're still seeing some wind out here. We're seeing a lot of flying embers. We were driving to get into this neighborhood off of Vinecrest Road, and as we were driving in, we saw fire trucks on every single road that we were on. We did see a few of them starting to spray water on some of the homes. That may be just a preventative measure. We haven't seen any active flames out here in this neighborhood right next to the Foothill Regional Park in Windsor. Again, what you're looking at right now, I'm having my photographer Victor kind of pan around to show you what I am seeing. We're just off of Vinecrest Road right now. We are seeing some of those fire crews take off. They just filled up with some water. They're going deeper into these residential neighborhoods just to check and see if these houses are okay. And they're also staging in front of these houses to be there just in case they do catch fire. There is a major concern for this residential area. We are next to the Foothill Regional Park. We are off of Vinecrest Road. This is the prime area where a lot of firefighters have set into work on a lot of structure protection right now. This is a key area of the fire. If you can look over here where my photographer Victor is pointing his camera over to, that is some of the burn area. We are in a residential area. You can see it burned right up against that park over there. You can see some of the black land. And then over here on this side, we're right up against some houses right here. So we're literally just one street away from houses. That's how close the fire has come to a lot of these houses in this residential area in Windsor. So we're gonna kind of keep moving through this neighborhood and see what we can find and see these firefighters in action. I've honestly seen firefighters from all over the state of California. Right when we arrived here on Vinecrest, we saw some fire crews from Anaheim here working on that structure protection, just to give you an idea of the amount of crews and where they are coming from. They're coming from all over the state. So that's what we have out here right next to the Foothill Regional Park in Windsor. Firefighters are working on that structure protection. They're working to save as many structures as they possibly can. So for right now, I'm going to toss it back over to you guys.
Yeah, and for those not familiar with Windsor, you're just due north of Santa Rosa on 101. Is it your sense that the fire that burned that little patch of hill right next to you, is that just one spot and the kind of thing that's happening in neighborhoods all up and down 101 right now?
I believe so. Again, we're not seeing any active flames, so this might just be one small little patch of what is a 30,000 acre fire.
Right. Yeah, those spot fires are really what we're worried about, because these fires can jump, you know, sort of a mile at a time. Yeah. So it sounds like they're scrambling. But it seems like you have a good amount of fire engines, fire trucks in the area there. I mean, is it kind of one per house right now, one per block? Yep. What would you say, like, sort of the level of response is in that particular neighborhood?
Yeah, that's a great question. Honestly, we have seen at least one crew per block in this neighborhood right next to the Foothill Regional Park. That's how big of a concern this area is. At least one on every block. And then on the block like we are on right now, right behind me, I can count. We see 3 fire trucks all in this one neighborhood right behind me.
All right, Lena Howland out in Windsor, thank you very much for the update. We'll check back with you in just a little bit.